The superpowers.
That's right. I must have superpowers because I got this guy to agree to an interview with me. This is awesome. I'm Lisa, the Ukulele Fool, and this is Stu Fuchs here. And I actually wrote on your YouTube that you should come here because you were playing the mainland.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I think you were thinking the the other one that Mike Hatter does, and
Right.
But this one's in January. I mean, how many ukulele festivals?
So it's your doing. You manifested this. You made it happen.
I'm sure other people were involved.
You planted that seed. Well,
Yeah.
Good to meet you, Lisa.
It's a treat. It's a pleasure. I got to dial back all my emotions here so I can do this properly. I just took an awesome class with Stu. Oh my gosh, he breaks it down, and he took one of the things that I know as a drummer that's most challenging is to get the backbeat on 2 and 4, and he broke it down and had over 100 people doing it.
Yeah, we had a good time. Yeah, so the workshop is reggae calypso, and in the process, I'm sharing ways of making your rhythm more precise by integrating your right, left hand, mind, body, trying to make it more holistic. That's my thing. You see, the thing is, Lisa, I was self-taught and still am. I mean, we all are self-taught, whether you take with a teacher or not. You have to apply it yourself. But I was a passionate self-taught musician for a long time. And then I went back for classical training later in my 20s. So I've experienced both sides of training, and then later integrated them with some meditation practices from this man, Thich Nhat Hanh, and other improvisation practices. And long story short, I love to share what I do the way I do it because as a self-taught musician, I've experienced the journey from wonder to knowing a little more and just wanting to know more, and that natural curiosity has always edged me on. And now, I don't want to sound braggadocious or whatever, but my self-taught journey has led me to places I never thought were possible, including touring the world with an artist where we're playing for 3,000 people. Our record is nominated for a Grammy Award this year. So things that I never thought were possible, playing with a symphony orchestra with my guitar. And it all just comes from being curious and, for me, bringing awareness into the present moment of whatever we're doing. That's the master key for learning music, and that's what being self-taught taught me.
Very good. So
I hope that made sense.
You're one of your superpowers, besides teaching people in such a marvelous, understandable way, is that self-awareness.
Yes, being in the body. The mind loves to dissect, and it's great. It's a wonderful tool. It's been said, you probably have heard this, it's a wonderful tool, but it's not a good master. So ultimately, we play music with our bodies. We wiggle our fingers, we move our arms, we stomp our feet, we blow into tubes and stuff. And so we have to become really intimate with our body in order to execute the things that our brain understands. We can't think our way to music. It's almost like you do it and then later you can figure it out instead of figuring it out and then doing it. That's the thing I try to show. And having a good time. Having a good time with Lisa. I just totally commandeered your camera.
That's okay. This is a great place to commandeer cameras. I mean, people that I admire are walking by, and we're doing this interview, and this is a real special festival. And if you were going to give one tidbit of advice to absolute beginners, what would it be?
It would be to, as you're learning anything, breathe in and out. I know it's going to sound very Mr. Rogers or I'm trying to force a meditative. No. Breathe in and out. Remind yourself to breathe in and out. You will forget. It's part of the game. When you return with kindness. See if you can do anything while you're breathing and smiling. And I don't mean a phony, I mean a genuine smile. It could just be a very subtle inner smile. That feeling of like when you open up the bedroom window in the morning and your heart is filled with gratitude. Those wonderful moments. It could happen when you're picking up your child from school. I can't believe my child is 8 years old already. That feeling, try to bring that into your play. Don't worry about the chords and the notes and this. Have fun with it. And I would say make your journey wonderfully delightful by breathing in and out and smiling. And if you can do that, the rest will come. I know that may sound crazy because you might be watching this thinking, well, it might sound crazy to someone who's thinking, yeah, but I can't smile while I can't, it's a struggle. Well, there's things to work with that. Smiling and breathing can remind us it can cue something in our body to be softer. And in the big picture, we're enjoying ourselves. That's, I guess, what I'm saying. Just enjoy it.
Enjoy it. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the process. Very good.
There's not much to learn, but it takes forever.
Absolutely. Well, I know you've got a rehearsal and a concert tonight. So I would be happy to get more of your time, maybe at a different festival or something like that.
If there's something else you want to ask, please feel free to.
Why the ukulele?
Why the ukulele? All right. Do you want the full story?
Yeah.
All right. I'll try to tell it in 2 minutes.
Okay.
I was living in Buffalo, New York, not a place known for its wonderful winters. And in the dead of the winter of 2001, there were, I think, 62 consecutive days where there was no sunlight. It set a record.
Whoa.
It was on the radio, this record for amount of days without sunlight. Everybody was getting seasonal affect disorder. I'm sure up in Alaska you can relate. I get off the bus. I'm working as a school teacher, and I get off the bus and I'm walking home, and I walk past my friend's music store, and there hanging in the window was this little ukulele. It was a very cheap, and I mean cheapo ukulele. But I stopped, and it was like the snow started falling on my face and melting. It just transfixed me. And the thing is this, why the ukulele? Because in a moment, upon seeing it, I just felt warm, I felt happy, and it just made me feel good before I even went into the store and bought it. So I went in the store and bought it, and then I started to play it on the bus. And here's part 2 of the answer, and you'll hear this tonight in the concert too. But I found out that the ukulele is a very powerful vibration. Just looking at it makes people smile. Strumming one chord in the back of the bus in the dead of winter when everybody's depressed would lift people's spirits. And I thought to myself, there's something going on here. It didn't work. I mean, the guitar would have an effect, and my flutes would have an effect, but the ukulele just went right to people's hearts. So I just love to do that, and that's why the ukulele, because it just has a secret power. And we're trying to keep it out of the hands of the bad guys.
Ukulele banish evil.
Ukes, not nukes. Yeah.
That's right. Well, that's a wonderful story. And thank you so much for taking the time to share this with me and other people that are watching, and I hope this is the first of many conversations that we have.
Yeah, my pleasure. To everybody who watches Lisa's wonderful videos, thanks for watching. And
catch his YouTube channel.
Oh yeah,
Ukulele Zen.
Ukulele Zen, and I put out videos every week. And yeah, there's all kinds of fun stuff there, and also at my website, stufuchs.com.
And he's got materials too.
I do.
Very instructional. So
I have some things. So yeah, thank you, and all the best to everybody up in Alaska.
All right, and in Kentucky and everywhere else. So
and
until the next interview, bye-bye.
Part of the ukulele tribe.
I hope you found this Ukulele Superheroes interview inspiring. Please consider supporting me on Patreon. I always have a philanthropic endeavor as part of my Patreon efforts. You can see my current goal and maybe consider contributing to that. Thank you so much.